From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of cultures, traditions, languages, and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides on the path of development. Namaskar viewers, welcome back to another episode of My India. I'm your host Pratiksha Mishra, and in today's episode, we're going to offer you a glimpse into India's cultures, diversity, along with the developments happening in and around the world. Navratri, a festival that celebrates the divine goddess and the triumph of good over evil. Navratri, which means 9 nights, is a festival dedicated to the goddess Durga and one of the most revered festivals in the Hindu region. It is celebrated in the bright half of Hindu calendar month Ashwin, which typically falls in the Gregorian months of September and October. Have a look.
Hindu devotees from all across India throng temples as the Hindu festival of Navratri, or the festivities of 9 nights, was recently celebrated across the country with religious fervour. Navratri, derived from the ancient Sanskrit words 9 nights, is being celebrated this year from October 15th to October 24th. The essence of Navratri is the worship of the divine feminine energy symbolized by goddess Durga. Each day, different forms of the goddess are venerated, from the fierce Durga to the gentle Mahagauri. In northern Jammu and Kashmir's Katra town, the Vaishno Devi shrine is seen a heavy rush of pilgrims who are turning up in large numbers to offer prayers and seek blessings. A large number of devotees visited the holy shrine of Mata Vaishno Devi temple on the 9th day of Navratri. The sacred shrine is adorned with thousands of multi-hued flowers to welcome the pilgrims.
मैं बहुत दिनों से आना चाह रहा था। पिछली बार भी मैं 1 साल पहले भी नवदुर्गों में महोत्सव में आया था। यहाँ क्या है, हमारे यहाँ झांकी महोत्सव चलता है नवदुर्गों में, इसलिए माता का दरबार में हम वैष्णो देवी के धाम में नवदुर्गा महोत्सव में आए हैं और यहाँ बहुत अच्छी फूलों की सजावट होती है। और ये साथ में इन दो लोगों के लिए भी लाया हूँ कि आपको भी दिखाना चाहता हूँ।
Navratri is a significant Hindu festival celebrated over 9 nights and 10 days. People observe fasts during the festivities, and some limit their diet to fruit and vegetables, abstaining from meat, onions and garlic. The temples are exquisitely decorated with flowers, leaves, petals and lights, and the priests dress and adorn the statues of goddess Durga. Moreover, as a part of these celebrations, Kanya Pujan is observed on the 8th or 9th day, depending on the regional customs. One of the most exciting aspects of Navratri is the Garba and Dandiya dance. People come together in colourful attire, moving to the rhythmic beats of traditional music, creating an enchanting and joyful atmosphere. This is the time for bonding, celebration and creating unforgettable memories. In Thiruvananthapuram city, devotees visited Chentita Devi temple to offer prayers and also seek blessings from goddess Durga.
We are standing in front of Chentita Devi Kshetram. Here actually the deity from Shujindram temple comes during the Mahanavami festival. So during the Mahanavami festival, this is one of the 3 temples that we people from Trivandrum visit.
On the occasion of Navratri, devotees across Indian states create theme-based pandals, among which many serve to create social awareness and many act as a sight to behold. People come out hopping to pandals as the spirit of festivity takes over. Following their traditional beliefs, they perform rituals. In an unusual instance, women of Bengal play Sindoor Khela, or vermilion ceremony. a ritual in which devotees play with sindoor in a bid to offer farewell to the most revered Hindu goddess Durga.
बहुत अच्छा लगता है क्योंकि ये एक ही दिन होता है साल में जिसके टाइम पे आप सभी से मिल पाते हो और सबको अच्छे से सिंदूर लगा लेते हो और अच्छा लगता है। सिर्फ यही बात का दुख होता है कि ये अभी पूजा खत्म हो गया, सो हैव टू वेट फॉर सो मेनी डेज, 365 days.
Navratri culminates on the 10th day, coinciding with Dashera festival with the killing of demon king Ravan and Mahishasur, signifying the victory of good over evil. The burning of the effigies of the demon king Ravan signifies our collective commitment to vanquishing negativity and darkness from people's lives.
Moving on, festivals in India keep the ties between communities intact, as these festivities not only promote love and harmony within society but also foster a strong bond between them. Today in our show, we'll take you to some of the parts of India where both Hindu and Muslim artisans together prepared the effigies of Ravan, Meghnad and Kumbhakaran for the Dashera festival. Let's have a look.
Festivals in India hold great significance to people as every festival leverages the popular tales behind their happenings. The Dashera festival, which was recently celebrated across the states of India, symbolizes the victory of righteousness over wickedness and serves as a reminder to uphold moral values and ethical principles. According to folklore, Ram, an avatar of the Hindu deity Lord Vishnu, rescued his wife Sita from the clutches of Ravan after a fierce battle. Therefore, the festivity commemorates Lord Ram's victory over the demon king Ravan by setting the effigies of Ravan and his subservients Meghnad and Kumbhakaran on fire. The festival is celebrated on the 10th day of Ashwin, a month in the Hindu lunisolar calendar, typically corresponding to September or October in the Gregorian calendar. The festivity also unraveled instances of unity among different religious communities as the Hindu and Muslim artisans came together to meticulously craft the effigies of Ravan, Meghnad and Kumbhakaran around the different parts of the country.
ये हर साल आते हैं जी, ये पहले हमारे बड़े बूढ़े बनाते थे, यहाँ 40 साल हो चुकी हैं आते आते। और ये हिंदू मुसलमान को हम मानते नहीं हैं, ये एक धार्मिक काम है। हमारे इस काम से बड़े बूढ़े जुड़े पड़े हैं तो हम भी जुड़े पड़े हैं इससे।
These Muslim artisans have been religiously carving and shaping the statues of Ravan for generations, maintaining the age-old culture. In the spirit, the artisans work day and night in full swing for days to serve the demand of their customers and to support the cause of its happening. The artisans also feel a sense of belonging as together they work in harmony, understanding the religious and cultural value of the event.
हम मथुरा से आते हैं सर। मथुरा से श्री आदर्श रामलीला सूरत की कमेटी हमको यहाँ बुलाती है और रावण का प्रोग्राम करने के लिए हमको रावण बनाने के लिए 40 दिन लगते हैं। हमें ये 40 दिन होकर सूरत में आई है।
The festival coincides with Durga Puja, which celebrates the victory of goddess Durga over the demon Mahishasur. Apart from festival fervor, instances like these only promote peace and harmony within the society.
And now, some of the stories that made news recently.
New Zealand cricketers met exiled Tibetan spiritual leader the Dalai Lama in the Indian hill town of Dharamsala. The Dalai Lama fled from Lhasa for asylum in India in 1959 after an abortive uprising against Chinese rule. He has since lived mostly in the northern hill town where his supporters run a small government in exile and advocate Tibet's autonomy by peaceful means. The team arrived in the town for their World Cup match against Australia. Cricketers were enlightened to meet their spiritual leader and described the experience as fantastic. India sent an humanitarian aid plane to Egypt for the people of Palestine as a war between Israel and Hamas continues to rage. As per a post by India's Foreign Ministry on social media platform, an Indian Air Force aircraft carrying nearly 6.5 tons of medical aid and 32 tons of disaster relief material for Palestine departed for Al Arish Airport in Egypt. The material includes essential life-saving medicines, surgical items, sanitary utilities, and water purification tablets among other necessary items, the post further added. India completed a key test in its ambitious crewed space mission Gaganyaan hours after halting the planned liftoff, the Indian Space Research Organization said.
I'm very happy to announce the successful accomplishment of the TVD1 mission. The purpose of this mission was to demonstrate the crew escape system for the Gaganyaan program through a test vehicle demonstration, in which the vehicle has gone up to a Mach number, which is a speed of sound slightly above that, and initiated an abort condition for the crew escape system to function.
The launch had been set for 8 am but could not initially be completed. It was successfully completed at 10 am, ISRO said. The Gaganyaan mission is aimed at developing a human habitable space capsule that will carry a 3-member crew into an orbit of 400 km for 3 days before splashing down in the Indian Ocean. ISRO has said it would explore ways to achieve a sustained human presence in space once Gaganyaan is completed. The Gaganyaan mission has been expected to launch from the country's main spaceport in Sriharikota before 2024, although a schedule had not been announced.
Time and again, the succeeding government in India has launched a number of welfare schemes and programs for the upliftment of every section of society, especially women. Women have long been limited to household chores. However, this Starter Village Entrepreneurship Program has provided a scope for rural women to develop and grow themselves to become independent businesswomen. Take a look.
India is relentlessly progressing with massive development on all fronts. India's gross domestic product is expected to grow 6.2% in the fiscal year ending in March 2024, being the fastest growing major economy this fiscal year. The economy is projected to remain buoyant as the rural sector will prove to be a milestone in making India a $5 trillion economy by 2026-27. The Indian government has been constantly striving to provide sustainable livelihood to the rural people by introducing a number of welfare schemes and are specially empowering rural women to become independent and contribute to the growth of the nation. The Startup Village Entrepreneurship Program, a sub-scheme under Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihoods Mission, is one of the government schemes which has provided employment opportunities with financial assistance and training to a large number of rural women in setting up a business across the country.
ये प्रोग्राम बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल रहा है और हमारी दीदी जो पहले खेती बाड़ी में बिजी रहती थी, बकरी पालन में बिजी रहती थी, वो उद्यम का इम्पोर्टेंस समझे हैं और अभी अपने लाइफ को पहले के मुकाबले देखा जाए तो अभी बहुत अच्छे तरीके से अपने उद्यम को चला रही हैं। वहाँ से एक अच्छा खासा पैसा कमा के अपने बच्चों के भविष्य के लिए काम कर रही है और खुद का सेविंग भी कर रही है। 1 साल का पूरा हैंड होल्डिंग सपोर्ट देते हैं। उद्यम में किसी तरह का परेशानी, अगर दीदी को कुछ बिजनेस चलाने में डिफिकल्टी हो रहा है तो उस प्रॉब्लम को एनालाइज करके हम उनको पूरा हैंड होल्डिंग सपोर्ट देते हैं, उनको बिजनेस को इस्टेब्लिश करके और जब तक वो स्टेबल ना हो जाए सपोर्ट करके उनको धीरे धीरे हम सपोर्ट करते ऐसे ही करते रहते हैं और आगे चल के वो दीदी को जब बिजनेस खुद ही समझ में आने लगता है वो खुद आगे बढ़ती हैं धीरे धीरे।
The initiative would give rise to the entrepreneurial culture in rural India as it provides loan to the rural poor at village levels from the ecosystem of self-help group and help them set up a new and existing enterprises through the constant support of Community Resource Persons Enterprise Promotion (CADA). According to the recent 2023 survey report, 57% of the total household income for beneficiaries is generated through enterprises promoted under SVEP. Additionally, approximately 96% of entrepreneurs reported an increase in savings. The Startup Entrepreneurship Program, launched by the Ministry of Rural Development, has helped over 1,200 businesses in Ranchi district. One such beneficiary is Suman from Angara village, who shares her inspiring story of overcoming challenges and supporting her family through her business.
मेरा छोटा सा दुकान था, मिट्टी का भी घर था, उसमें खिड़की वाला था। उसी से हम थोड़ा बहुत लाते थे, 2-4 केजी का चीनी, दाल, ये सब का लाते थे, थोड़ा सामान और बिक्री करते थे। तो अभी तो समूह में जुड़ के थोड़ा सा मतलब एसबीपी के बारे में चर्चा हुआ। सीआरपी दीदी सब आके चर्चा किए, एसबीपी वाली दीदी सब और भैया सब। तो उसी फिर बोले कि थोड़ा आप ऋण ले लीजिए एसबीपी के माध्यम से और दुकान को थोड़ा सा बढ़ाइए सामान। तो हम ऋण लिए और बढ़ाएं। और अभी वहाँ से तो अभी तो पहले तो कच्चा मकान था, पक्का मकान बना के और दुकान को ही बड़ा किए हैं।
The program aims at training and empowering rural women in business management and developing soft skills. The program extends support to early stage entrepreneurs by providing a range of essential services including business development assistance, mentoring, financing, access to the banking system, and guidance on convergence and integration with other government schemes. Meet Jayashree, a woman from Gandhinagar whose entire life got changed after she started business with the avail loan amount. Today, Jayashree with her tribal group create many home essential items including Ganesh idols using coconut fibers.
हमने नारियली रेशा वो छिलके में से अलग अलग प्रकार का आर्टिकल्स बनाते हैं और गणपति की मूर्तियाँ बनाते हैं। अभी 2019 में हमने काम चालू किया था, वो 2020 में गणपति का काम चालू किया तो 65 से ज़्यादा मूर्तियाँ बनाई मैंने। अभी इस साल में मैंने 50 बनाई है। उससे पहले हम मजदूरी करते थे खेत में और हाट बाज़ार में जो थोड़ी साग भाजी लाके खुद बेचते थे। पहले तो हमने बहुत मुश्किल से किया। अभी जिससे मैंने ये काम चालू किया तो बहुत ज़्यादा राहत है हमारे घर में। हस्बैंड को भी थोड़ा सपोर्ट करती हूँ और बच्चे लोग को भी अच्छा है पढ़ने में।
The Government of India has implemented various schemes aimed at the welfare and upliftment of every section of society, with a particular focus on minorities and the economically weaker and deprived sections. Initiatives such as the Startup Village Entrepreneurship Program, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi are becoming driving forces behind the upliftment of these marginalized groups.
And now, we bring you some of the stories from the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
Saudi Arabia said it would be launching an annual eSports World Cup, which will include the most popular games in the world and have the largest prize pool in eSports history. The competition will be held annually in Riyadh starting summer 2024. Clubs will compete across games from various genres to become the ultimate eSports World Cup champion, the statement said. Sports, eSports and gaming have been part of the Crown Prince's transformation plan known as Vision 2030, in which the government is pouring hundreds of billions of dollars to diversify the kingdom's economy and reduce its reliance on oil. Under the plan, the kingdom aims to set up 250 game companies locally. which will create 39,000 jobs and raise the sector's contribution to Saudi GDP to 50 billion riyals by 2030. The competition will help achieving Vision 2030 objectives by boosting tourism, creating jobs, and providing entertainment for residents and visitors, he added. From jumpsuits to a school yearbook, the life of American musician Elvis Presley has been transported to London for new exhibition direct from Graceland, Elvis. While the late king of rock and roll's famous home in Memphis, Tennessee has been open to public since 1982, fans will now be able to get up close to items from his life in British capital. The retrospective, which covers the star's musical journey, family life and hobbies, features over 400 artifacts including gold tuxedo he wore on stage in 1957, his football kit, a statue of Jesus Christ from by his bed, and items his late daughter Lisa Mary Presley wore as a baby. As his fame was growing in 1957, Presley bought Graceland for a little over $1 lakh. The mansion became his home for 20 years before he passed away there, aged 42 in 1977. As well as items from Graceland, the new London exhibition features costumes worn by actor Austin Butler when he played Elvis in director Baz Luhrmann's 2022 biopic. Complete with interactive elements like being allowed to hold the gold microphone Elvis used on stage in Las Vegas, the latest exhibition at Arches London Bridge opens on October 20 and runs until early 2024. Hip-hop artists from different generations gather to honor music mogul Lyor Cohen as he was honored at the Spirit of Life Gala.
There's no other mogul like Lyor Cohen when it comes to hip-hop. He is hip-hop, and that is the ultimate nod or a tip of the hat that you can give somebody that's not black in hip-hop, to say he is hip-hop.
The gala is the culmination of the year's worth of fundraising for City of Hope, which aims to help people in underserved communities get medical treatment, especially against cancer. The evening brought together numerous hip-hop artists to perform, all curated by DJ Cassidy. Rappers and producers arriving at the gala had nothing but praise for Cohen's 40 years of helping produce hip-hop projects become mainstream. Cohen had flown from his home in London to be at the gala, populated by the acts that he would help sign and manage over the years. But it wasn't a totally happy experience for him.
And lastly, we take you to India's Union Territory, Jammu and Kashmir, where a unique art exhibition was organized that featured both the miniature Basoli paintings of the Jammu region and Madhubani art from Bihar. The event drew people from all walks of life, especially the youth, who couldn't resist appreciating these eccentric pieces of art. Let's have a look.
Srinagar, a city often known for its apparent beauty, is slowly pacing towards becoming a cultural hub as a result of its relentless effort to keep alive India's cultural heritage. Recently, an art exhibition featuring the miniature Basoli painting of Jammu and the Madhubani art of Bihar was organized in the heart of the capital city with a combined effort of artists from both regions. These art forms resemble each other to a large extent as both require intricate detailing, vibrant colors, use of bold lines, and are based upon mythological and folk themes. Basoli painting is a miniature art that emerged in the 17th century on the foothills of Basoli area of Jammu and Kashmir. In contrast, Madhubani painting, also known as Mithila art, is an age-old folk tradition that came from the Mithila region of the country's Bihar state and neighboring Nepal. The exhibition aimed to promote these exquisite artworks and showcase the talents of the enthusiastic group of artists to a wider audience.
यहाँ पे मैंने एग्जीबिशन में बिहार की पेंटिंग लगाई है, मधुबनी पेंटिंग, मिथिला पेंटिंग भी कहते हैं, मैं मिथिला रीजन से ही हूँ। तो ये तो मेरा हेरिटेज है, मैंने सीखा नहीं है, लेकिन यहाँ पे मैंने देखा कि लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा पता नहीं था इस आर्ट का, तो मैंने सोचा कि एक बार यहाँ लगाना चाहिए कश्मीर में। और यहाँ पे बहुत बच्चे भी हैं जो आए आज, और वो देख के बहुत हैरान रह गए कि इतनी बारीक और इतना ये काम क्या हम सीख सकते हैं। अपनी पेंटिंग तो मैंने एक एग्जाम्पल के लिए लगाई थी, बट जो रिस्पॉन्स मिला है ना, मुझे इतनी की उम्मीद नहीं थी। मैं बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हूँ कि लोग खुश हो रहे हैं।
The exhibition attracted many art lovers and youngsters who came to appreciate the piece of work and to be inspired by it to pursue the art. The event also provided a platform for the artists to interact with visitors, share their thoughts and techniques, and cultivate a bond among art enthusiasts.
मेरे लिहाज से हमने कश्मीर में अभी तक इस तरह की एग्जीबिशन नहीं देखी जिसमें मिनिएचर पेंटिंग्स को दिखाया गया हो। तो बसूली सबसे पुरानी मिनिएचर पेंटिंग्स में से एक हमारा कहलाता है, और बहुत ही फाइन क्वालिटी ऑफ वर्क हमने इसमें देखने को मिला हमें। तो आर्टिस्ट का बहुत ही ज़्यादा मेहनत से किया गया काम है, और धीरे धीरे ये आर्ट ख़त्म होती जा रही है। तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हमें थोड़े ऊंचे लेवल पर इस तरह की एग्जीबिशन ऑर्गेनाइज करनी चाहिए, और जो नई जनरेशन है उसको ये दिखाना चाहिए कि हमारे साथ हमारी हेरिटेज में, हमें पीछे से क्या हमारी हेरिटेज में हमें मिला है।
Art exhibitions like these play a crucial role in preserving and promoting traditional art forms by providing a platform for artists to showcase their work, exchange ideas, and connect with potential buyers and patrons.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback on myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Pratiksha Mishra, and it's a goodbye from the entire production team.